Hi again, everybody. Welcome back. This is part 2 of the grocery haul I started several days ago. This is now Wednesday, February 8th. Fairly late in the evening. I just want to kind of get this filmed and wrapped up. This part of the grocery haul is a superstore haul. If I sound breathy to you or sound a little bit, my voice doesn't sound right, there's a reason for that. I've had bronchitis for 10 days, so I am a little short of breath. I'm an asthmatic to begin with, so when I get a cold, it automatically becomes bronchitis. And then, of course, that means I'm short of breath. So if I'm having to kind of pause for a breath between a few words here and there, that is why. And as usual, I just want to let you guys know too, forgive any camera shake that you see. I am filming on my phone, and because I'm scrolling around looking at grocery items, this thing is not on a tripod, and I've always had naturally shaky hands. So if that seems odd to you, or like, oh, this isn't a professional YouTuber, no, I am not. I definitely have shaky hands, and I'm an amateur at this, but I do the best I can, and unfortunately right now my voice is a little bit off, and my breathing and stuff, because I've been recovering from bronchitis. So please forgive any odd sounding, my voice sounding a little off, or if I sound a little breathy or what have you. Anyway, all that has a precursor to this. Let me get on with what I picked up at Superstore today. I grabbed some Imodium. This is like for stomach upset. I'm trying to find the receipt on the prices on the receipt off to the side here as I go. So just forgive me if I'm having trouble, if there's any delay finding that. The Imodium apparently was $15.99 for that package. And some of these things were on my offers, some were not. That was not on my offers. I needed some eyeshadow applicators. I'm tired of using Q-tips and whatnot and stuff, or the eyeshadow applicators that come with the eyeshadows having the ends break off, so I decided to just buy a few. These were $1.99 each. I wasn't sure which one to get, so I got one for the eye crease, one for smudge, and one that just says eyeshadow. Don't know which one's the one I'm going to use the most yet, but I did $1.99 each. I thought, well, give them a try and see which one I end up liking. And then Herbal Essences shampoo and conditioner were on my offers. I did not need conditioner right now. I have some, but I did decide to grab a couple of bottles of shampoo. They were $4.29 each. And then I grabbed some Playtex tampons. Playtex tampons often come up on my weekly PC Optimum offers. However, quite often there's also an additional offer where if you spend $30 in feminine care products, you get an additional 3,000 points. So I took advantage of that today. So I gained the base points for just by having the tampons on my offers to begin with. Plus I spent over $30 in these to get the additional 3,000 points. These were not the cheapest things. These have definitely gone up in price, and I really much prefer it when they're on sale. However, if they were on sale, then I really would have had to buy another one probably to get the $30. But these were over $9 a box. So, and because they were just over $9 a box, to only buy 3, I would have been sitting at about $27, $28. So I wouldn't have hit the $30 mark to get the 3,000 points. So I ended up having to buy a 4th box to make sure I got over $30 to get those additional 3,000 points. So that is what I did. Colgate products, those were on my offers, so I bought 4 tubes of toothpaste for $1 each. All right, we're back again. These guys, these cinnamon buns, had a in-store points offer. This was not something that was on my PC Optimum app, but it was an in-store points offer. These were $7.50, and there was a 750 point offer on them in store. So I earned 750 points just for buying those. Grapes are on my weekly offers right now. These guys are actually, for a 2-pound clamshell, $8 right now. They used to be about $6, so they have definitely gone up in price, but I was out of grapes and they were on my offers, so I decided to grab those. This President's Choice whole grain rice. This is like Minute Rice, but it's the store brand. I usually keep a box of this and I fill up a canister in my pantry with it. I'm completely out of rice, so I grabbed a box today. I want to say, if I can find it quickly off to the side here, it was $8.99 for that box. It was a 1.2 kilogram box, so I grabbed a box of those. Beef stew, these guys were $1.25 each. It said if you bought them in quantities of 4, so basically 4 for $5, so I grabbed 8 of them, so $10 worth. I made a crock pot of beef stew the other day, and I usually use these, but I only had one. So I ended up using one of these, and then I used a carton of beef broth that I had on hand. But the beef broth is just liquidy, so I ended up having to thicken it up with flour. Normally, if you use 1 or 2 or 3 of these, I think it's about a cup or so of water per one of these, so I might use 3 or 4 of those in a batch. Excuse all that noise. We have parrots in the house, and one is out, and he is being very vocal because it's later in the evening, and he keeps landing on my shoulder and screaming while I'm filming. So please forgive that sound as well. Anyway, when I do a batch of beef stew in the crock pot, I usually use One of these takes, I believe, a cup of water, I want to say. Just 3/4 cup of water. So I usually use probably 3 or 4 of those. And then this, it not only gives the seasoning, but it thickens it up. So because I only had one the other day, I used the 1 plus the 3/4 to 1 cup, whatever it was, of water. And then I used 1 carton of my beef broth. But because the beef broth is just liquidy, just runny, I ended up having to thicken it up with flour, as I said. So I knew that I only had the 1 packet of beef stew mix, and now that's gone. So I bought 8 more of these today because they were on 4 for $5. So now I'm restocked on those. And the broth, sometimes the No Name broth has been on my offers. It's not right now, but they were on sale today for $1.17, limit of 2. And because I used 1 the other day, I knew my stock was going down. So I bought 2 to replenish the 1 that I used. And being that they were a good price, I just bought 2, even, just because there was a limit of 2 on them anyway. They haven't been $1.17 for a long, long time. They're more like around $1.50 or so. And then these No Name brand dried apricots, I use them in baking sometimes. I do have a bread recipe that I make in my bread maker that requires dried cranberries and dried apricots. And I know I'm out of dried apricots, so I decided to buy a bag of those. Those were $8.79. And then I do like to make my own spaghetti sauce whenever I can, but I haven't been doing that as much lately. I've been busy with the Christmas season and everything. There's a lot more baking and stuff happening. Not a lot of like cooking sauces and stuff from scratch and putting those up in the freezer or anything. I just haven't been on top of that. So sometimes it's nice to have some of these on hand, some of these ready-made sauces. And they were on sale today. They were, once again, trying to find how much they were. They were $2.97, limit of 4. I just grabbed 3 for the time being. They have been on my offers in the past, but I've been making my own sauce from scratch for so long now that they haven't come up on my offers in a long, long time. So they're not on my offers, no points on these, but I just got them because they're on sale, $2.97 each. One is fire roasted tomato and garlic, and then one is sweet basil marinara, and one is tomato basil. And then back here, a bunch of bananas. They're not the ripest yet, but we're out. They're not on my offers currently. Sometimes they are, but I just simply got them because we are out. And then some dates. These are for baking. I found a recipe in one of my cookbooks, like for a loaf that I believe had dates in it. And I think it might have also had apricots in it too. The dates were $7.29. Mushrooms, not on my offers currently. Sometimes they are. But I grabbed these just simply because they're on sale, $2.48, limit of 2. I just grabbed the 1, but they're on sale. What I like to do with these is cut these up along with potatoes and farmer sausage and make a sheet pan meal out of those. And then 4 liters of 1% milk, that is $5.58. It used to be $5.29, so that definitely has gone up in price. And then last but not least, Armstrong cheese. These were, sometimes they're cheaper than this. These are on my offers right now, which is why I bought them. But they're quite often on sale for 7 or 8 something. And these were actually $10.49 each, so they're not on sale. I strictly bought them for the points, and then it turned out I didn't actually get the points awarded, so I had to submit a points inquiry to PC Optimum, and they've since rectified that. So let me give you the breakdown of what I got for points. Whoops, losing my receipt here. You can see that there's the 750 points here for the cinnamon rolls. Again, that's not going to show up. That's going to show up separately on the bottom of the receipt. That's an in-store offer. All the other ones that I got points on, those are called digital offers because they came up on my weekly offers on my app. That is an in-store offer. So I got 750 points there. And then you can see after tax, I've spent a total of $170.28. And you can see here, if I can straighten this out, you'll be able to see it a lot better. The $30 on feminine products, I got 3,000 points. And down below you can see 7,200 points on the Playtex product. So again, like I said, I've got the 7,200 points on the tampons, but because I spent $30 on feminine hygiene products, I got the additional 3,000 points. So basically 10,200 points right there just for tampons alone. And then in between there, I got the 1,600 points for the grapes and 800 points for Colgate toothpaste and 600 points for the Herbal Essences shampoo. 170.28 is what my total was. And I'm looking at this going, okay, we have, where's the breakdown? In-store offers, 750 points. Digital offers, which is what was on my app, 13,200 points. That left me with a closing balance of 98,329 points, or that means $98 in points. But as I'm looking at this going, oh, okay, the Armstrong cheese, there was no points listed there. And I calculated out because I spent $10.49, that was $20.98. I calculated out, it tells you it should be this many points per, like this many 100 points per dollar spent, or per $4 spent, or per $2 spent, or whatever it is. And I think in this case on that, it was a per $2 spent. And because I spent $21, basically just having spent $20 even, it would have equated to 4,000 points, which is basically $4 back in points. So, of course, I submitted a points inquiry, and it took them a little while. Usually they're really fast. It took a couple hours this time, but they got back to me and awarded me the points. In the meantime, after having done this, I stopped at the Superstore gas bar, put $40 of gas in my car, got a little bit of points there, and then now that I've gotten the 4,000 points awarded, as I said on this here, it showed that my closing balance was $98,329. Well, I do have the 4,000 points now awarded for the cheese, plus about 800 or 900 points that I earned on the gas. So now I'm sitting at just over 100,000 points, which means now that they've finally adjusted those points for the cheese and I've gotten gas for my car, I'm just over the $100 mark for PC Optimum points. So considering I depleted all my points in December, used up everything that I saved up during 2022 in points, used it at Christmas time over 2 or 3 shops, and then I basically started off 2023 with nothing. Considering it's only February 8th, in the first basically 5 weeks of the year, I've already accumulated $100 in points back. That's not too bad. I don't know if I'll accumulate $100 in points every single month this year, but even if I earn $50, $60, $70 points a month, that will leave me with a nice little tidy balance to use in Christmas time or even Thanksgiving time later in 2023, provided I don't dip into it or use it before then. Sometimes you have to if the paychecks are a bit short. Sometimes, especially in the summer months, maybe I might need to use $50 or whatever in points. But if I don't have to, and I can leave it until Thanksgiving, which here in Canada is October, or I can leave it till Christmas, so much the better. So if I can earn anywhere from $50 to $60, $70, $80 a month in points and build it up over the next 10 months, then that will leave me with a nice little tidy nest egg to be able to use for the 2023 holiday season. Anyway, that is it for tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little 2-part grocery haul. If you did, please subscribe. If you're new, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, all of the above, and just do make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell's turned on so when I do post again, you'll be notified right away. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you're all off to a great start to 2023, and we will see you in the next video. Hope you're having a great week, everybody, and a good mild winter, and we'll see you next time. Have a good week.